Minister for Internal Affairs, General David Muhoozi, to answer all those questions. A lot has been said. We have seen and watched these stories. Thank you very much, Minister, for speaking to us. And we would like to know, what is the state of the national IDs, generally, from where you sit?
Good evening. Yeah, thank you for that question. We are now in the 7th month running since the exercise began in May 2025. And I want to say that a lot of good ground has been covered, in spite of some constraints here and there in the course of the exercise. Statistically, we've received a lot of applications for renewal. We've also got applications for first-time applicants. We've registered a number of people. We've had some cards printed. But I would admit from the onset that we've had a challenge in issuance, but which challenge won't be forever. We shall address that one pretty soon. So overall, I would want to say constraints, yes, most of them resolved, some outstanding and resolved as they come, but overall, we've covered good ground, and we hope to conclude the exercise as planned.
Now, one of the key standing challenges and issues from the public has been the failure to scan the QR code. And we've listened to a bit of explanations from some of your officers in the field, from the north to the west, and also from the central here. From where you sit strategically, does this have a timeline as to when we can say that all these cards will be functioning?
Yes, we've received the feedback about the malfunction of the QR code. But I would like to say that it's a temporary situation, and I would like to regret the inconveniences caused to all the new card bearers, especially of the new ID. This has been brought about by the pending commissioning of the access and use module for ID authentication and the partner management aspect of it, so that we are integrating the NIRA system to the MDA platforms. It's in the offing, in the final stages of implementation, and we hope by end of March to have fully completed that module, which will allow easy verification of IDs, and of course, by implication, to ease service delivery, which is the end state we all seek out of these IDs.
Another challenge that maybe you would talk about, which has been out there in the public, is the long queues. Is there a plan of maybe increasing your staff or more outlets for them to be able to pick those IDs that have not yet been picked?
We've made arrangements, especially for, in the interim, for especially card issuance, which is, we have many within the region of about 4.something million of uncollected cards. We put in place an interim arrangement to verify, because people come back to us when the QR codes don't work, and we give them letters of confirmation of information issued by NIRA, and we are in touch with the MDAs about this, and we ask them to designate officers as contact persons, because we fear abuse of these letters, so that when the letter is issued, the details are shared with the contact person of the MDA concerned. But that said, that shouldn't be a permanent solution to this. That's why we say by end of March, we shall be home and dry to ensure that you take your ID, the code is working, and you get whatever service you seek from the MDA.
As the issue of the QR code is being resolved, can I, as a Ugandan, use my old identity card if the new one is not yet working?
No, unfortunately, you can't. That's why reliance is had on the letters of confirmation of information issued by NIRA in the interim.
Okay. We had the ministry and, of course, NIRA coming out to say that there's a huge number of cards that has not been collected. What is the way forward to push Ugandans, just like you push them to go out there and register and get these IDs, to come and collect these cards?
IDs are very important for a range of services, and it's incumbent upon Ugandans, the card recipients, to also be vigilant and play their part. We've done our bit. We have used the communication channels, TV and radio, to inform the public on the collection points of these cards. But also, we've gone ahead to use the telecoms. We send alerts, SMS alerts, informing the public on where they can pick their cards. I think what we need to improve also is to match, because now they issue numbers, but we need to match those numbers with actual locations to make it easier for the public to know where to collect their cards.
One of the issues, challenges again from the public has been the corruption allegations of some of the NERA officials. As a ministry, how are you handling this?
Cards are free of charge, and I think the public should know. But I think it takes two to tango. We call upon the public to be vigilant. Where there is any rogue officer asking for a bribe, you need to raise the red flag so that action is taken and taken promptly. Do your bit for us to do ours also to ensure accountability, to ensure that people get their cards and that they get them free of charge.
Okay, as the in-charge minister, what would be your final message regarding the whole process of the national identification cards?
The national identification mass renewal and enrollment exercise has been smooth this far, in spite of a few challenges, which are surmountable. But also, I think this feedback you give us is important for us to audit ourselves and even improve the way we do things at NERA, to ensure that we deliver these cards in the time they are supposed to be delivered. Because the tail end of the exercise is that one should have his card issued. And so that everything possible is done to ensure that that is done and it's done on time.